Feeling tired after 65 isn't just about getting older. It's a silent warning from your body that something deeper might be wrong. Imagine waking up after a full night's sleep and still feeling drained. Imagine missing out on the joys of your day because your energy is slipping away little by little. This exhaustion isn't random. In fact, there are hidden reasons stealing your strength, and many seniors don't even know they're at risk. Today we'll uncover the 7 sneaky causes that leave you tired all day, and how you can reclaim the energy and joy you deserve. If you care about protecting your strength, your mind, and your independence, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Every step you take to understand your body is a step toward a healthier, happier life. Let's stay strong together. Your best days are still ahead. Hidden dehydration is one of the most common and overlooked causes of constant tiredness in seniors. Doctors have observed that after 60, the body's natural thirst signals weaken. This means you might not feel thirsty even when your body is already running low on water. Studies show that even mild dehydration can quietly drain your energy, weaken your muscles, and slow down clear thinking without you realizing why. Experts explain that water is not just something the body needs to stay comfortable, it is essential for almost every process inside. Water helps carry oxygen and nutrients to the brain and muscles. When the body doesn't have enough, everything starts working harder. Seniors who are dehydrated often experience low energy, muscle cramps, dizziness, and mental fog. These symptoms creep in slowly, making it easy to blame them on aging when in fact they are a clear warning that the body is struggling. Doctors warn that dehydration affects the brain faster than most people realize. Without enough water, blood becomes thicker, circulation slows down, and less oxygen reaches the brain. Experts have observed that this can cause headaches, confusion, poor focus, and memory slips. Seniors who stay even slightly dehydrated over time face a greater risk of cognitive decline because the brain simply isn't being nourished the way it needs. One of the biggest dangers is that dehydration can feel invisible. You might not feel thirsty at all. Seniors often report that they forget to drink water or don't feel like drinking it. Experts explain that as we age, the brain's thirst center becomes less sensitive. By the time you feel truly thirsty, your body may already be dangerously low on fluids. Waiting for thirst to guide you is no longer safe after 60. Doctors have also observed that many common medications, including those for blood pressure, heart disease, and arthritis, can increase the risk of dehydration. Some medicines act like diuretics, causing the body to lose more water than usual through urine. Seniors who take multiple medications are often at even higher risk without realizing it. Dehydration adds extra strain on the kidneys, heart, and brain, leading to deeper fatigue and higher risks of serious illness. Experts stress that staying well hydrated is one of the simplest, most powerful ways seniors can protect their energy, strength, and mental clarity. Water helps muscles contract properly, keeps joints cushioned, supports digestion, and even helps regulate body temperature. When the body is properly hydrated, it works more efficiently, feels lighter, and recovers from everyday stresses faster. Doctors encourage seniors to build small habits that protect hydration without waiting for thirst. Drinking water throughout the day, carrying a water bottle, eating water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables, and setting gentle reminders can make a huge difference. Even mild improvements in hydration have been linked to better moods, clearer thinking, and stronger energy levels. Allowing hidden dehydration to go unchecked quietly robs you of strength, joy, and independence. But choosing to give your body the water it needs is choosing to stay vibrant, alert, and full of life. Your body is speaking to you all the time. Even when thirst is silent, the need is real. You deserve to move through your days with clarity, comfort, and energy. Listening to what your body needs and giving it the simple gift of water can light the path to feeling stronger, sharper, and more alive. Every glass you lift is a step toward a brighter, healthier tomorrow. Poor blood sugar control is one of the hidden causes behind constant tiredness after 60. Doctors have observed that even seniors without diabetes often suffer from blood sugar spikes and crashes that quietly drain their energy. Studies show that as we age, the body becomes less efficient at managing sugar. This can lead to sudden highs and lows that leave you feeling exhausted, foggy, and emotionally overwhelmed without a clear reason. Experts explain that when you eat foods high in sugars or refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises quickly. The body releases insulin to bring it back down. But in seniors, this system can become sluggish or overly sensitive. A rapid drop follows the spike, pulling energy away from muscles, the brain, and even the heart. Doctors warn that these swings can happen even after seemingly small meals or snacks. Over time, the constant up and down cycle leaves the body feeling like it has run a marathon without moving. Research shows that blood sugar crashes can severely affect the brain. Without steady fuel, the brain struggles to focus, remember, and stay emotionally balanced. Seniors often describe feeling foggy, irritable, or unusually forgetful on days when blood sugar is unstable. Experts explain that the brain needs a steady flow of glucose, the right kind of sugar, to function well. When levels swing wildly, so do mood, memory, and energy. Doctors have observed that poor blood sugar control also triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol. These hormones flood the body, creating feelings of anxiety, restlessness, or sudden tiredness. In seniors, this stress response can be even more damaging, weakening the immune system, raising blood pressure, and making recovery from simple daily activities much harder. What feels like normal aging is often the body fighting an invisible, exhausting battle inside. The foods most likely to cause these harmful swings are often the ones that seem harmless. White bread, sweet cereals, crackers, sugary yogurts, and even some fruit juices. Experts explain that these foods break down quickly into sugar in the bloodstream, setting off the exhausting spike and crash pattern. Without enough fiber, protein, or healthy fats to slow digestion, the body struggles to keep energy steady. Seniors who rely heavily on these kinds of foods often find themselves needing naps, feeling dizzy, or waking up tired even after a full night's sleep. Doctors stress that stabilizing blood sugar is one of the most powerful ways to reclaim energy after 60. Choosing meals rich in fiber, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats helps the body release sugar slowly and steadily. Studies show that seniors who focus on balanced eating experience sharper thinking, better moods, and a steadier sense of strength throughout the day. Their brains are better fueled, and their bodies no longer have to fight constant internal battles. Ignoring blood sugar control means living in a roller coaster of energy crashes, emotional ups and downs, and creeping memory loss. But choosing to eat in a way that supports balance means giving yourself the gift of clearer days, stronger steps, and brighter mornings. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed, focused, and ready to enjoy the moments that matter. Your body is whispering to you every day, asking for steadiness, asking for care. Listen today. Choose foods that love your mind, your heart, and your strength. Every meal is a new chance to build a healthier, more vibrant future, one steady step at a time. Vitamin B12 deficiency is one of the most silent and dangerous causes of extreme tiredness after 60. Doctors have observed that as the body ages, it becomes harder to absorb vitamin B12 from food. Studies show that even seniors who eat well can still develop serious deficiencies without realizing it. The signs start small, feeling a little more tired, a little more forgetful. But if left untreated, the damage can grow quickly. Experts explain that vitamin B12 is essential for making healthy red blood cells, protecting nerve fibers, and supporting brain function. Without enough B12, the body struggles to carry oxygen to the tissues. The brain receives less fuel. Muscles become weaker. Seniors often feel worn out, lightheaded, and emotionally drained. Doctors warn that this fatigue is not just normal aging. It is the body's cry for help. Research shows that low B12 levels can severely affect memory and thinking. Seniors with deficiency often experience confusion, slower reasoning, and emotional changes like depression or irritability. Experts have observed that in some cases these symptoms are mistaken for early dementia when they are actually signs of a correctable vitamin problem. Correcting the deficiency can restore sharpness, energy, and emotional stability, but only if it is caught in time. Doctors have found that B12 deficiency also affects the nervous system directly. Without enough of this vital vitamin, the protective coating around nerves called the myelin sheath begins to break down. This leads to numbness, tingling, and balance problems. Seniors may feel strange sensations in their hands and feet or notice they are stumbling more often. These nerve issues can become permanent if the deficiency is left untreated too long. Experts explain that several factors make seniors especially vulnerable. The stomach produces less acid with age, making it harder to extract B12 from food. Certain medications, especially those for heartburn or diabetes, can block B12 absorption even further. Digestive issues like gastritis or surgeries like gastric bypass also raise the risk. Doctors stress that many seniors develop B12 deficiency silently, without any obvious symptoms until significant damage has already occurred. Research shows that early detection is the key to protecting brain and nerve health. Simple blood tests can check B12 levels and allow treatment before serious problems develop. Doctors have observed that seniors who correct B12 deficiency often regain energy, sharper memory, stronger balance, and better moods within weeks or months. Experts emphasize that maintaining healthy B12 levels is not just about preventing tiredness. It is about protecting independence, dignity, and the ability to live fully. Every cell in the body needs B12 to work properly. Without it, the entire system slowly grinds down. Choosing to stay aware of this simple but powerful vitamin is a choice to safeguard your mind, your body, and your future. Ignoring the signs of B12 deficiency allows quiet damage to steal energy, joy, and strength day after day. But choosing to listen, to notice the changes, to seek answers, is an act of hope and courage. You deserve to feel alive, alert, and steady in every step you take. Your body is whispering what it needs. Today is the day to listen. Protect your energy. Protect your mind. Every step you take now builds a stronger, brighter tomorrow, and your future is worth every effort. Sleep apnea and breathing disorders are among the most dangerous hidden threats to a senior's health. Doctors have observed that many seniors suffer from sleep apnea without ever knowing it. Studies show that during sleep apnea, breathing stops for short moments over and over again, often without fully waking the person up. But inside the body, these brief pauses quietly cause deep harm to the brain, heart, and entire system. Experts explain that each time breathing stops, oxygen levels in the blood drop. The brain, sensing danger, jolts the body awake just enough to restart breathing. This broken pattern shatters the deep, healing stages of sleep that the body so desperately needs. Doctors warn that seniors with untreated sleep apnea never truly reach the restful sleep their bodies rely on. Night after night, this exhaustion builds, leaving them tired, foggy, and vulnerable to serious health problems. Research shows that seniors with sleep apnea are at a much higher risk for heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, and memory loss. The constant drops in oxygen force the heart to work harder, raising stress hormones like cortisol. Experts explain that this invisible battle wears down the heart muscle, damages blood vessels, and speeds up the aging of the brain. What feels like harmless snoring or restless nights is often a sign of something far more dangerous happening deep inside. Doctors have observed that many signs of sleep apnea are easy to miss. Loud snoring, choking sounds during sleep, gasping for air, waking up feeling exhausted, morning headaches, mood swings, and forgetfulness are all warning signs. But because these symptoms often seem mild or are brushed off as part of getting older, sleep apnea often goes undiagnosed for years. Experts stress that untreated sleep apnea steals strength slowly but steadily. Seniors may notice they can no longer walk as far, climb stairs as easily, or concentrate on simple tasks. The brain, starved of oxygen night after night, struggles to form and keep memories. Studies show that untreated sleep apnea nearly doubles the risk of developing dementia over time. Doctors explain that breathing disorders during sleep also increase the risk of nighttime falls, accidents, and even sudden cardiac events. When sleep is shallow and breathing is unstable, reflexes slow down, balance worsens, and judgment weakens. Seniors are left feeling drained, dizzy, and emotionally vulnerable, even if they cannot point to an exact reason why. The good news is that sleep apnea is highly treatable once it is discovered. Devices like CPAP machines, lifestyle changes, and simple adjustments to sleep positions can restore healthy breathing and deep, healing rest. Experts have observed that seniors who treat their sleep apnea often experience a remarkable turnaround: sharper memory, stronger heart function, more energy during the day, and a brighter emotional outlook. Ignoring signs of poor sleep and breathing, problems allow silent damage to continue every night. But choosing to seek answers, even if the signs seem small, is choosing to protect your mind, your heart, and your life. You deserve nights of peaceful, life-giving sleep. You deserve mornings filled with energy, clarity, and hope. Your body is calling out for help in the quiet hours of the night. Listen today. Take action today. Every good night's sleep you reclaim is a powerful gift to your future, a future that is still waiting to be lived fully, with strength and joy. Medication side effects are a hidden cause of constant tiredness that often goes unnoticed in seniors. Doctors have observed that as people age, the way the body processes medications changes. What once felt harmless can, over time, start to quietly drain energy, cloud thinking, and weaken the body's natural strength. Studies show that many common prescriptions for blood pressure, depression, and chronic pain come with hidden side effects that make seniors feel exhausted without clear warning signs. Experts explain that as the liver and kidneys slow down with age, medications stay in the body longer. This can amplify their effects and their side effects. Seniors taking multiple prescriptions at once are especially at risk. Doctors have observed that the combination of medicines, called polypharmacy, often leads to greater fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and even emotional instability. It becomes harder to tell whether the tiredness is from illness, age, or the very medications meant to help. Research shows that blood pressure medicines, particularly beta blockers, can lower heart rate and blood flow so much that some seniors feel sluggish and drained throughout the day. Antidepressants, while important for emotional health, can also cause deep daytime sleepiness and slower reaction times. Pain medications, especially opioids, often bring a heavy cloud of fatigue along with pain relief. Experts explain that these side effects can quietly pile up, making everyday activities harder and less enjoyable. Doctors have observed that fatigue caused by medication often grows slowly, making it easy to miss. A senior might notice needing more naps, feeling less excited about activities, or waking up tired even after sleeping all night. These changes are often blamed on getting older, when in truth, they are signs that the body is struggling to manage the chemical load. Experts warn that ignoring medication-related tiredness can have serious consequences. Chronic fatigue weakens muscles, slows thinking, increases fall risk, and deepens feelings of depression and isolation. It also makes it harder to manage other health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and arthritis. Every system in the body depends on steady energy to function well. When medications quietly steal that energy, the whole body suffers. Doctors emphasize that seniors should never stop medications on their own. Instead, they encourage open conversations with healthcare providers. Adjusting doses, changing medications, or finding better timing for taking pills can often ease side effects without losing the benefits of treatment. Studies show that seniors who regularly review their medications with their doctors enjoy stronger energy, clearer thinking, and better overall health. Experts explain that the goal is balance, keeping conditions like high blood pressure or depression under control, while also protecting quality of life. No one should have to choose between treating an illness and living fully. With the right attention and care, it is possible to have both. Allowing hidden side effects to quietly rob your days is not something you have to accept. Your strength, your joy, and your independence are worth fighting for. If you notice a change in your energy or mood, trust that it is worth exploring. You deserve days filled with life, laughter, and clear-headed strength. You deserve to feel as good as possible for as long as possible. Your body is wise, your feelings are real. Listen to them. Speak up. Take action today. Because every small step you take now is a powerful step toward protecting the beautiful life still unfolding ahead of you. Thyroid imbalance is one of the most overlooked causes of deep, constant fatigue in seniors. Doctors have observed that, as the body ages, the thyroid, a small gland in the neck, often slows down without clear warning. Studies show that even mild thyroid problems can quietly lead to tiredness, weight gain, memory loss, and a slow fading of energy that feels impossible to explain. Experts explain that the thyroid acts like the body's engine. It controls how fast or slow every part of the body works. When the thyroid becomes underactive, a condition known as hypothyroidism, the entire system starts running too slowly. Seniors may notice they feel cold all the time, gain weight despite eating less, move more slowly, or struggle to keep their thoughts sharp. Doctors warn that these changes often come on so gradually that they are mistaken for normal signs of aging. Research shows that an underactive thyroid in seniors often presents differently than in younger adults. Instead of obvious symptoms, it may appear as simple tiredness, mild depression, or subtle forgetfulness. Experts explain that many seniors go years without a diagnosis, living with a heavy cloud of exhaustion that could be lifted with proper treatment. Doctors have observed that an untreated thyroid imbalance does more than just make you tired. It slows digestion, weakens the heart, increases cholesterol levels, and can even worsen feelings of sadness or anxiety. Studies show that thyroid hormones are critical not just for energy, but for keeping the brain alert, the heart strong, and the metabolism healthy. When those hormone levels fall, the body struggles at every level, silently losing strength. Experts warn that certain medications, common among seniors, can also interfere with thyroid function. Medicines for heart problems, depression, or even bone health can alter thyroid hormone levels without causing immediate, obvious symptoms. Regular thyroid testing becomes even more important as the years go by, especially when new health issues or changes in energy appear. Doctors emphasize that thyroid problems are often easy to treat once they are discovered. Simple blood tests can reveal whether the gland is working properly. If not, medication can usually bring hormone levels back to normal, restoring energy, lifting mood, sharpening memory, and protecting the heart. Seniors who correct thyroid imbalance often report feeling like a heavy weight has been lifted off their bodies and minds. Experts explain that recognizing the signs early is key to preventing more serious complications. Ignoring a sluggish thyroid allows silent damage to continue, weakening the heart, slowing the brain, and robbing daily life of its spark. But taking action, even if the symptoms seem small, protects everything you value most: your strength, your clarity, your independence. You deserve days filled with energy, purpose, and joy. You deserve to move through life with confidence, not heaviness. Your body is speaking to you in every yawn, every forgetful moment, every unexplained sigh of tiredness. Listen closely, trust yourself, seek answers, because every small step you take toward protecting your thyroid health today is a step toward a brighter, stronger, more beautiful tomorrow. And that future is still very much yours to claim. Emotional loneliness is one of the most powerful and hidden causes of deep tiredness after 65. Doctors have observed that even when physical health seems fine, emotional isolation can quietly drain the body's strength, cloud the mind, and steal the simple joys of daily life. Studies show that seniors who feel emotionally disconnected suffer from higher stress hormones, weaker heart health, and overwhelming fatigue that medicine alone cannot fix. Experts explain that loneliness is not about how many people are around you. It is about how connected you feel inside. Seniors can live with family, see neighbors, or even chat with caregivers and still feel profoundly alone. When that feeling lingers, the body responds as if it is under threat. Stress hormones, like cortisol, rise and the body stays stuck in a state of silent emergency. Over time, this constant tension wears down every system, from the heart to the brain to the immune cells that protect against disease. Doctors warn that loneliness acts like slow poison, invisibly aging the body and mind. It raises blood pressure, weakens the heart's ability to pump efficiently, and damages the delicate blood vessels that feed the brain. Research shows that seniors who feel emotionally isolated have a much higher risk of heart attacks, strokes, memory loss, and depression. What may start as quiet sadness can quietly grow into deep exhaustion, forgetfulness, and serious illness. Experts have observed that emotional loneliness also affects sleep, making it harder to reach the deep healing rest the body needs. Without restorative sleep, The brain cannot clear away toxins. Muscles do not rebuild. Energy does not return. The next day feels heavier, slower, and less hopeful. Seniors caught in the cycle of loneliness often wake up tired, move through the day without energy, and find it harder to engage with the world, even when they want to. Doctors emphasize that loneliness is just as dangerous as smoking or obesity when it comes to long-term health. But the signs are easy to miss. Friends drift away, family gets busy. Health challenges make it harder to get out. Without realizing it, days grow quieter, and the heart grows heavier. Left unchecked, emotional, loneliness becomes a silent thief, stealing energy, joy, and years of healthy living. The good news is that even small steps toward emotional connection can begin to reverse the damage. Experts explain that the human heart is built for connection at every age. Simple acts like joining a community group, picking up the phone to call an old friend, volunteering, or even exchanging smiles with strangers help lower stress hormones and rebuild emotional resilience. Every warm conversation, every shared laugh, every moment of feeling seen and heard feeds the heart and strengthens the body. Doctors have observed that seniors who prioritize emotional connection live longer, think more clearly, and enjoy richer, more energetic lives. Emotional health is not a luxury. It is a vital part of protecting your future. You deserve to feel connected, valued, and alive. You deserve mornings filled with purpose and evenings wrapped in the quiet joy of belonging. If loneliness has crept into your life, know this: it is never too late to reach out. Your heart is still strong. Your presence still matters. Every connection you make today, no matter how small, plants the seeds of a healthier, brighter tomorrow. And you are worth every moment of that beautiful new beginning.